to make creepy eye contact with the camera at all times, or can I speak to the kids here too?
Be natural.
Okay.
By the way, you're live.
I'm live. Okay, if I could get your attention, please, we're going to get started. Thank you. Good morning. To begin, I'd like to acknowledge that we are all treaty people. Part of that obligation is to acknowledge that the land we are on is treaty land. Signed in Fort Capel in 1874, and it was a sacred agreement between the British Crown and the Cree, Anishinaabe, and Assiniboine peoples. This land is also the homeland of the Métis. As we observe the National Day of Truth and Reconciliation, I encourage everyone to reflect on our collective duty to seek truth and promote actions of reconciliation. Seeking truth means listening to survivors, their stories, informing ourselves and our communities of the violence perpetrated towards Indigenous people, both in the past and the present. Fostering reconciliation calls us to repair, to re-envision the relationship between Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples. Learning from the past and working together for a better future for all. I urge you today to take time to actively engage, learn, and contemplate the roles that each of us play in forging that path. I know that as the principal of the Yorkton Regional High School, I will take time today to consider how our school can be a vehicle towards reconciliation, and I would ask that you do the same. Thank you. Now the drum group Diamond Willow will play an honor song.
Let's have Robert Severite, our cultural coach from GSSD, come up and say a few words.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Robert Severite. I'm from the Cody First Nation. I'm the Indigenous Cultural Coach for Lisbury School Division. Just want to thank you all for being here this morning, and I want to thank Creator for a beautiful day. as we all gather here to recognize Orange Shirt Day. And we recognize Orange Shirt Day in honor of the residential school survivors and also the children that didn't come home. And there was lots of children in residential schools. The only way I learned about it is because my late mother was a survivor of the St. Philip's Indian Residential School in Kizagoose, near Kamsack, north of Kamsack. Being the son of a survivor, it was tough growing up because she didn't show us love. I remember being a young boy trying to hug my mother and she would push me away because that's what she learned at residential school. We all 7 of us kids, my siblings and I, we all knew that she went to residential school. We all knew that it wasn't a good experience for her. But she never went into detail about what she suffered at that school. But we all knew it wasn't nice. We didn't ask. My late mother was on her healing journey before she passed on. And she forgave a lot of the hurt and a lot of the perpetrators that caused that hurt and that pain. And a lot of us children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren of the residential school survivors, because it wasn't only my mother, but it was my grandmother and some of the ancestors before her that were a part of the residential school system. So being a child of a survivor, we still suffer from that trauma. Because that trauma is intergenerational. That cycle was never broken. And we see a lot of it today with our indigenous people, with a lot of the suffering that they endured because they never healed from that trauma, the intergenerational trauma. It's nice to gather here today and tomorrow and to wear our orange shirts like we're all wearing today. And, you know, listening to the principal there talking about today we will reflect. But we must reflect every day because every day is another chance to be a better person, to try our best to be good people in this world, in this society, and make the world a better place. If we all come together with the same understanding that that part of Canadian history is a dark history, and we must never ever forget. We can forgive, but we can't forget. Forgiveness is a big one. To forgive the people that hurt you, caused you pain. Some of us here, sitting here, have been traumatized one way or another. And forgiveness is the biggest step that we must take to forgive the people that hurt us. Don't carry it. It doesn't belong to you. Let it go. Because if you carry it, it's going to make you sick. And you're going to be resentful for a long time. Some of our survivors are still struggling with that, forgiving the people that hurt them. The sooner you learn to forgive and start walking on your healing journey, the better your life will be. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect and all, good, but eventually you'll get there. So I just want to thank you all for listening to me. Once again, just because we wear orange shirts today and we take them off on Sunday or take them off tomorrow, doesn't mean that we still can't reflect and make every day think about, how we can be better people, how we can all come together not look down on each other and think different of each other. That's all I gotta say. Miigwech, thank you very much.
I'd like to thank Robert for his words, powerful words indeed, and I think that, you know, like I had said, my message and Robert's message is ultimately this isn't just a one-day event. This is something that we can work towards at the regional high school and in our communities throughout the year and in years to come. So I want to thank Robert and I thank his drum group for coming, and for the rest of you, have a great day.
Right on, boys. Hope they're coming to practice now.